Thank you for joining me today for this gentle post-bike stretch or post-leg workout stretch. When you're ready, we're going to meet in a reclined position. So coming down onto the back in a way that's most comfortable for you. We're going to draw the feet in towards the glutes, taking the hands down towards the sides. On the next inhale, we're going to slowly press the hips up and forwards, drawing the knees together, releasing the exhale. On the inhale, lifting the left leg all the way up, maybe taking the left ankle over the right knee if that's comfortable. Taking a deep inhale here. On the exhale, lowering the hips down towards the ground. And then inhaling, pressing them back upwards. Exhaling, slowly releasing them back down towards the ground. Inhaling, drawing them upwards, pressing them forwards. Exhaling, lowering back down towards the ground. And then one last time on the inhale, pressing them up and forwards. Exhaling, releasing everything back down. Keeping the foot where it is. We're going to draw the right knee in towards the chest, taking the hands behind the back of the right hamstring. And drawing the knee closer towards the chest, maybe flexing the ankle of the left foot, feeling the release all through the back of the left hamstring, maybe through the back of the left hip. With every exhale, allowing any tension. And then when you're ready, we're going to release the right foot back down to the ground, taking the left foot down to meet it. You're going to take the hands down beside the hips again. On the inhale, slowly peeling the hips back up off the floor, pressing them forwards and upwards. And this time, on the next inhale, we're going to lift the right foot all the way up. Exhaling the right foot over towards the left knee. Breathing in here, pressing the hips upwards. And then exhaling, lowering them down towards the mat. Inhaling, drawing them back up again, pressing them up, squeezing the glutes. Exhaling, slowly lowering them downwards with the exhale. Inhaling, drawing them back upwards, pressing forwards and upwards. Exhaling, slowly lowering them back down to the ground. And then one last time with the inhale, drawing them up, pressing forwards, squeezing the glutes. And then exhaling, taking them back down towards the mat. Keeping the right foot over the left knee, drawing the left knee in towards the chest, taking the hands around the back of the left hamstring, using them to draw the knee closer in towards the chest. And then with the exhale, slowly releasing the grip on the left hamstring, taking both feet down towards the mat. We're going to rock and roll up into a seated position. I'm going to turn to face the camera. And from here, you can either take a cross-legged pose if that's a little bit more comfortable, but we're heading in towards shoelace. So for this, taking the left leg on the bottom to start with, we're going to have the left knee pointing forwards and then taking the right knee over the top, flexing the ankles. And just first finding a point where this is somewhat comfortable. So it's a super intense stretch across the hips. Breathing in, and with the exhale, just allowing as much of that tension to relax as possible. If it feels comfortable, we can start to think about bringing our hands down towards the mat. Maybe tucking the chin, maybe folding forwards. Breathing in deeply. And again, with every exhale, just focusing on relaxing the hip muscles as much as possible. When you're ready, starting to walk the hands back in towards the body if you're folded forwards. To come into our shoelace on the other side, you can either swap the legs over, or if you want to try something a little bit different, keeping the feet where they are, you can take the hands down towards the mat and lift the hips up off the floor, and we're going to turn towards our left, keeping the feet where they are, and then coming back down so that both knees point forwards. And you should, I'm just going to bring my feet in a little closer, you should find that you're in the same position, but this time your right leg is the bottom leg. And it can take a few times to get that one right, but it's a bit of a fun one. And just settling back in. So this time feeling that deep stretch all through the left hip. And again, it can be a little bit different on the left side and the right side. So finding where is a point of relative comfort. You don't want any pain, just a nice deep stretch feel. Maybe bringing the hands down to the mat. Maybe tucking the chin, folding forwards gently, but coming to a place of relative comfort, but feeling the challenge of the stretch. With every exhale, focusing on relaxing the muscles and allowing that tension to drain out of the hips. On the next inhale, again, slowly walking the hands back in. Releasing the stretch on the legs, so taking the legs out in front, maybe taking the hands behind and having a little windscreen wipe of the knees and the legs. Just allowing the hips to fall back into the right place. And we're going to meet in tabletop. So coming over onto our knees and our hands, finding the hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. We're going to take the right foot in between the hands, untucking the toes if they're tucked. Inhaling, lifting the hands up overhead. Exhaling, taking them down and back towards the floor, straightening the right leg. Inhaling, bending into the right knee, lifting the hands up overhead. Exhaling, hands coming back, right leg straightening. Inhaling, coming forward, Anjaneyasana, lifting the hands up overhead. Exhaling, half monkey, taking the hands behind, straightening the knee. And then one last time, inhaling, arms up overhead. Exhaling, taking them back, straightening the leg. And then breathing in here. On the exhale, we're going to take the hips all the way down to the floor. And only coming down if this feels good on your left knee. So foot is behind towards the glutes. And we're going to slowly walk the hands back, finding a place, again, of relative comfort, somewhere between comfort and discomfort, but allowing the left knee to stay down towards the floor whilst feeling a release all across the left quadricep and through the psoas muscle. Maybe coming down onto the back if that's comfortable for you. And breathing in deeply, exhaling fully. Maybe closing down the eyes if that feels comfortable. And then when you're ready, taking the forearms back down towards the mat, pressing into the forearms and the elbows, lifting back up. We're going to keep on going, so coming back up onto the left knee, inhaling, reaching the arms up overhead one last time for our crescent lunge. Exhaling, taking the hands down to the mat, stepping back into our tabletop pose. And maybe taking a little shuffle here, getting the hands back under the shoulders. This time we're going to take the left foot forwards. Coming back into our Anjaneyasana crescent lunge. Inhaling, lifting the arms up overhead. Exhaling, taking them back, straightening the left leg, finding our half monkey. Inhaling, arms come up, chest lifts. Exhaling, hands come behind, leg straightens, feeling the stretch through the hamstring. Inhaling, hands lifting, chest lifting. Exhaling, hands behind, leg straightens, chest open. One last time, inhaling forwards, reaching upwards. Exhaling, hands behind, leg straightens, keeping the chest open here. And just like before, if it's comfortable on the right knee, coming all the way down onto our bum, keeping our left knee on the floor, we're going to take the hands behind, slowly lowering ourselves down, making sure the knee stays on the floor, so we don't want that knee lifting upwards. And if it feels comfortable, coming all the way down onto the back. With the exhale, just allowing the muscles to relax, our quadriceps and the psoas muscle, the hip flexors. Once again, when you're ready, taking the forearms and the elbows down to the mat, pressing in to lift upwards, slowly, slowly coming back up onto our right knee, taking the chest forwards, inhaling, lifting the arms upwards, exhaling, hands down towards the floor, stepping back into our tabletop, and then maybe taking the hips back down towards the heels and coming into our final resting pose. And thank you so much for joining me. I hope this has been a benefit. I hope you have a wonderful day.